Hello, Anshe Emeth families. Every year at our Seder, we ask the question, Ma nishtana halayla hazeh? What is different about tonight than all other nights? And this year at our Seder, when we ask the question, Ma nishtana halayla hazeh? I'm sure we're going to come up with more than just the standard 4 questions on what's different. And this is, I'm sure, going to be a Passover that we won't soon forget. But I think that out of all the Jewish holidays that this could have happened under, Passover might have been the most fitting. See, Passover is a holiday that is supposed to remind us of our freedom and our obligations to God. We don't eat chametz, we don't eat bread and leavened products, because we are to remember the pains of slavery and oppression. But we aren't free to do whatever we want. There are rules by which we have to live as Jews. So Passover also reminds us of our sacred obligations to God and how God wishes for us to care for other people. We are all quarantined this Passover. But that doesn't mean we can't have virtual Seders using technologies like Zoom or FaceTime or Skype. Of which, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer it. You can reach out to the temple or send me an email. But we also need to remember that for a lot of people, this quarantine and this Passover is going to be very hard. And how do we as Jews help lift the oppression that they're feeling? But we also need to remember that for many people, there is a fear of life and death. And that fear of life and death doesn't end when this quarantine gets lifted. I think about the homeless who are unable to be quarantined right now. I think about those who are financially uncertain, who can't afford to be quarantined right now. I think about a lot of people for whom this quarantine is not a walk in the park. And as Jews, it's our obligation to think about them and to think how we can help them at this moment. And if you would like to be part of our team to help people and help relief efforts, just let me know. So I want you to use this Passover as a time to really think about and explore what it means to be a people who started in oppression and then went to freedom, and how we can help share that freedom with others. Attached to this email, you'll find a bunch of resources, such as some free PDFs that you can download and share with your virtual Seder, or some resources from PJ Library for little kids and young families, as well as a video of me trying to teach everybody how to make matzah at home. It was an interesting endeavor, to say the least. I invite you to do that too at home, and you can watch along. Know that the temple is here for you during this quarantine, that most of our activities are now being done virtually, and I want you to explore the space of what it means to actually have a Passover in quarantine, and what does that quarantine mean for you after it gets lifted, and how you live your life as a Jew. Chag Sameach. May everybody have a meaningful Passover celebration.